Hey, what's going on, you guys? Fico here, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update about what was happening. Now, like I said before, my computer monitor over here, my BenQ monitor, is a bit on the fritz at the moment. So for the moment, I'm just using my big screen TV to record. So I figured I move the camera here. The TV's behind. There's a light over there. No other lights are on. I was going to do Neverending Nightmares, but I cannot get Neverending Nightmares to record, to do any gameplay. So I figured that I'm just going to put that off for tomorrow. I figured after work tomorrow, I'll have some time to figure out what's going on. Maybe I can get the computer here to run on a different cable. I went and asked some help. I figured it might have been the cable that I got here might have been defective. And if I swap it for an HDMI cable, I was using a display port to an HDMI cable from the monitor over to the computer. That wasn't working. So I figured, I'll try from an HDMI to an HDMI. We'll see what happens. And if it works, I'll use that. And if it doesn't work, then, well, I'll just take this monitor to get repaired because it's really, really difficult. I'm sitting down in the couch. I'm hunched over. My back is hurting me when I'm playing. It's not a comfortable position. And the only other choice would be to sit on the floor. And that's also uncomfortable too. So I'm just kind of trying to find things to make the gaming experience a little bit easier. I know Month of Horror has been a little light, but I am getting to try to get this solved here. If I can't get Neverending Nightmares to record, I'm just going to completely skip over that and go to another game that I can do game capturing for. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys also about was there was something that had been building up for the last few days, and that was when EA announced that they're getting a $50 season pass, a season pass that's worth $50, and on top of that, you are paying for the game, and basically that's a ultimate edition of Star Wars Battlefront that's going to cost about $110. So, oh, actually, no, it's $120 because there is a second edition of the game. There's the deluxe edition, in which features a weapon and a couple of grenades or launchers that you could get while you're playing the game, and also a few emotes. So that is just ridiculously. That's ridiculous in the amount of nothing that you're getting from that deluxe. On top of that, you are getting a $50 season pass if you get the Ultimate Edition, but the Ultimate Edition's descriptions inside of Origin don't say anything. They don't say anything at all. Just say 4 expansions, 1 or 2 planets in each. It doesn't entail game modes. It doesn't entail types of gameplay modes. It doesn't entail if it's going to be adding to the current stuff that's already there. It doesn't say anything. It just says 4 expansions. Vague as possible. And that to me is an insult. And it's no wonder why EA is the way it is right now. It's no wonder why EA is in the state that people hate them as much as I do, and as many gamers do, and rightfully so. They deserve all the hate that they get, and this is why. Because they think you're an idiot. They think you're an idiot, and as long as you continue to buy into this bullshit, you'll continue to buy it. They'll continue to say, hey, they want it, there you go. And guess what? Who's stopping them from doing that in the future? Nothing. Who's stopping them from doing that to Mass Effect Andromeda? Who's stopping them from doing anything with Mirror's Edge? Of course they will. It's the way that they see it is these franchises, these big name franchises that are coming out, these are franchises that are going to get a lot of attention, and that's what they want. They want to get as much people as they can, and they want to get as many people attentive to it, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to screw you any chance they get. But when the big guns come out, that's when they're really going to take you really hard for your money for no reason other than you're just willing to pay for it. They did it with Battlefield. It worked in Battlefield. They did it with Battlefield Hardline. They did it with Hardline. They're doing it with Battlefield 4. They did it with 4, even though the game was broken, and it's probably still broken, and people still end up playing it. See, that's the problem. You continue to give them everything, they're going to give you less and less because they don't care. They don't care how much you give them. They'll find a way for you to give them more, and now they're giving you less because Battlefront, from what I played it. I played the beta. I actually could not get into one of the major modes. I could not even do the Walker mode, Walker Assault. I could not do that at all. I had to do the other mode, and that even sometimes didn't work either. Wouldn't let me in. For some reason, the servers wouldn't let me in. I don't know why. I saw people that were able to play. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I was just in. It's not my internet connection. I do not know why I couldn't get much, but I was, I like the game. It's nothing that I haven't seen before. In fact, it's pretty much Battlefield with a Star Wars paint job with a few things added extra in them. But it doesn't feel like Battlefront. It didn't feel like the games that I was playing before. It's missing things from the previous games. It's a stripped down version, and that's what a lot of people complained about when they first announced. And apparently, but you know what? That's in the past. Right now, what I'm complaining about is EA and them playing you for suckers. I mean, ultimately, that's just the last straw of about a bunch of things that I've heard that have bothered me. The microtransaction announcements is a separate topic for a different video because I feel that there is more to talk about that than this. But ladies and gentlemen, I am imploring you, I repeat, do not get Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition. Do not go and get that season pass because you're not going to get anything once you get that season pass. You're not going to get anything right away. I mean, they wouldn't give you everything right out of the bat. They're going to be giving you bit by bit for the people who don't get it so that they can buy it individually, or a chance for you to get it later, which eventually will end up just being all released willy-nilly in a special edition, unless it doesn't, and they keep releasing more season passes for the same game because they will. It's amazing. It's amazing how they could take the game that everybody was looking forward to the most, and with that single announcement, now all of a sudden it doesn't even really feel like it's a game that's worth getting anymore, is it? In fact, I'm almost convinced you shouldn't even get that game when it comes off, when it gets released. I would not get that game. I would wait, because in true EA traditions, games are broken the moment that they come out. Battlefield 4, SimCity, and this game, which gave me problems, minimal problems, but I couldn't even get into one of the modes. And the things that I did do didn't seem all that there was like too much to do. It feels like it's another Battlefield game. It has no campaign. It's just a multiplayer game. You're playing the same games you've been playing over and over again. But that's fine, because as long as they run good and as long as it gives you something a little bit different, I guess that's enough. But to charge you a $50 season pass and a $10 extra for nothing, that is EA spitting in your face. They are spitting in your face. They think that you're stupid. They think that you're going to buy this game regardless of how broken it might be on day one, or regardless of how much that they're charging you for nothing, for air. They don't care. They know, they feel it in their bones that they're going to just go ahead and just give you, you know, they're going to give you nothing, and you're going to get nothing, and you're going to give them their money, and that's what they've accomplished. The hype that they build up for this game, it's enough to get this game enough money for them, and that's all they care about. That's really all they care about. And unfortunately, if you buy into the season pass, they'll get more incentives. They'll get incentives to charge even more for the next season pass. Who knows, if you start noticing that your games, your favorite games, start losing content, and all of a sudden you can only get them on the season pass. We had talked about how augment your pre-order went away, but it totally didn't go away. It just got rid of the tiered system. They bundled it all up in a pre-order. You are still not getting the content that is being taken away by this pre-order. You still have to pre-order the game. To me, I felt it was the right step to get rid of this tiered system, but to me, you should just get rid of the pre-order altogether. Just add the content back in. And if you need more time, just take more time to finish this game. But now we're in a now it's all about getting the game out before the holidays, or before this new Star Wars movie is going to come out. Of course, this is a perfect strategic a marketing strategy by the gods. You know, these guys are brainiacs coming up with ways to make as much money as possible. But does that make it okay? No, it doesn't, because this season pass that you're getting is basically stuff that is not in this game, and for all we know, that stuff is already complete, or it was in the works and they never got around to finish it, and they figured, okay, you know what, since we're almost done with a bunch of the other stuff, why don't you just finish that, and then when we release the game, you finish that and we'll just sell it as DLC. How about that? Or maybe, knowing EA, that stuff is already done and you need to buy it in order to unlock it. It's all possible because we've seen it happen. Capcom does it all the time. At least it did it all the time by putting all of that DLC on the disc that is finished, and then you're just buying the unlock code to get it into the disc. I mean, into your game, into your console. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, DLC, pre-order culture, and all these things all together, they're terrible. But then when you add EA charging you for air, $50 extra on top of the stuff that you're not a lot of stuff that you're getting from the deluxe, it's just typical EA. You would think that they would know how much nobody likes them. Nobody likes them. No one. Absolutely no one. Except maybe the die-hard EA Peter Moore fans who just love everything Andrew Wilson says every time he's at E3. For fuck's sakes, guys. Seriously, do yourselves a favor. If you don't want this to keep going, if you don't want this to be the norm now, which is already too much of the norm, it's already here, but please do not get the deluxe edition. Do not get the ultimate edition. Don't give them money for season pass. Don't give them money for anything else. Buy the baseline game. In fact, I would recommend you to buy the game not even when it comes out. Give it time. Wait till you hear the reviews. Wait till you hear everything. Be smart. Wait till other people who are being given the game, or they can afford to get the game, wait till then. Wait for them. I know that some of you are very tempted to get this game so you can play on YouTube and you can put it on YouTube and then you can show everybody your kick-ass moves. But trust me when I tell you, it's worth waiting if you get a game that works. If it works right off the bat, if you start hearing that there are no any problems, go ahead, fine, get it. But don't give them unnecessary money. Don't give them money for nothing, because they say that they're going to give you stuff, but who's to say that they won't give you anything? Who's to say that they won't just give you half of what they'll promise you to give? You're paying them in advance. They have your money. What are they gonna do? I mean, they're EA. People will hate them. Oh darn! It's not like they're not hated enough as it is, right? I mean, they don't care. All they want is your money. You don't trust them. You don't like them, so you don't trust them. So why would you trust them with that? Seriously. The rant is over. I wish I could do never-ending nightmares, but for now, a good old-fashioned EA bashing rant, because they so definitely deserve it. Every time they do something like this, they continuously make me lose more faith in the games that I'm always looking forward to. Everyone should be like CD Projekt Red. Nobody should be like EA. No one. No one. No one should work for them. No one should do anything with them. Trust me. You are saving yourself a lot of grief. Just don't do anything that they're doing. Do whatever you feel is right that you're doing, and you're right. The rant is over this time. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I like to let you all know that before I go, that I have moved my blogger posts over to WordPress, and I'm going to leave a link to the WordPress blog right here. I'm going to leave it down below as well, and I'm also going to promote it like crazy. The end card's not going to have Blogger anymore. Blogger was great, but I want to move to a better service, and so far the free service for this does look pretty good. It's kind of weird that they're charging you a little bit more, but you know what? You get what you pay for. If you don't pay anything, it's a pretty simple blog, but it still aesthetically looks much better than Blogger. So nobody's using Blogger too much nowadays, and WordPress definitely is the way to go for that. So I'm gonna just keep shaping it up, making it look better, and see if we can get more and more stuff into it. So, but for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like the past videos, give those a like. Subscribe if you want, so you can see more stuff, and see if I could get this month of horror back up and running. And you know, I don't know, it's just the circumstances, they never work. I figured an egg breaks, so you should not just not make your omelet. You got a bunch of other eggs. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing an EA Battlefront omelet rant video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Fico, and that was my gaming mind. Peace out, everybody.